Ooh. That's cool. What's even more cool is this. That more reading. Right, we were in the middle of an argument with, not really an argument, more like a, I guess it is an argument. I'm saying I can be alone by myself, and everyone else is saying that since I passed out in the park, I'm unreliable and I should be with someone else. It sucks to admit it, but Akiha is right. Yesterday was different. The kind of thing is really rare. Look, just because I have chronic anemia doesn't make my body weak. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Akiha. Yesterday was, just a terrible case of bad timing. That's all. It's a terminal case. Please don't use such inauspicious words, Nissan. You've only just come back to the mansion. What would I do if you died? Akiha is seriously angry. Jeez. You take things too easily, Nissan. Please take better care of yourself. Even if you tell me that, I don't push myself as it is. I'm not in any clubs and I do everything the doctor says. You have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get any better care. Yes, I'd love to do that if I could. Avoiding my gaze, Akiha says something very frightening. As for Isui, she's standing by the wall like a statue. I'm at a loss for conversation. There's still some time until we eat. Talk about Akiha, talk about Kohaku-san, talk about the mansion. Akiha, if I remember correctly, you go to Asagami Ladies Academy, right? That's right. Asagami Ladies Academy goes all the way from middle school to university. Akiha's gaze seemed to ask, what about it? That's a boarding school for ladies, isn't it? I'm wondering why you're commuting there from home. Dear Mr. Asagami and father are friends, so he indulges my requests. There is a provision to attend school from one's home under certain circumstances. Akiha gives a concise response. No, that's not what I'm asking about. You're living in the dormitory until the old man died, right? Why are you only starting to commute there now? Huh? She holds back her words and looks away. Shiki-sama, Akiha-sama has traditionally spent half of every week here. There's nothing extraordinary for her to commute to the academy from the mansion. Oh, really? Sounds tough. Asagami Ladies Academy is in the next prefecture, right? Isn't it easier for you to enjoy the dormitory life rather than having to come back to the mansion all the time? Yes, you may be right, but it is what father wanted, so I spent half the week here. But the old man isn't here anymore, so you don't have to force yourself, right? Dormitory life looks kind of fun after all. Well, I wouldn't be troubled if it were that easy, but if I were to leave you by yourself, there's no telling what might happen to you, is there? With things like what happened yesterday, I'll still be attending school from the mansion for now. One more thing, Nissan. She straightens her posture and looks right at me. Yeah? The lodgings at Asagami Ladies Academy are not dormitories. They are boarding houses. Please get it right next time. Akiha's words are wrapped in thorns. Actually, I was pricked plenty of times by them my first day back, but this morning there's something sulky about him. Shiki-san, it's ready. I can hear Kohaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm gonna get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. Akiha shoots me a sharp glare. Oh, you finally gone back to normal. I liked you more when you were calm because you were worried about me. I was not worrying about you, Nissan. Akiha quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. I'm escorted outside by Hisui. Please take care. Saying the same thing she always does, she continues to stare at me. Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night? Last night? Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back when... On my way back, I just collapsed in the park. Well, I guess I was just being careless, like Aki has said. Yeah, I'll be careful from now on. I'm not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you look like you're pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. Isui makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday, so most of them are smiling while they walk. It's only a little way to the main gate once I pass this intersection. It's still only 7:30. Looks like I'll be able to get into school with time to spare today. The light turns red and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is just on the other side. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. Oh! Oh my god, it's her! Oh, she's there, dressed in white with golden hair down to her shoulders, long slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I can mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. What? No, even that's a lie. It's all just a dream. Hisui told me so. No, she didn't say anything of the sort. It's just that I wanted to believe it was a dream. And there really wasn't a dream. Then why? Why does she exist? As real as anything. The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there stunned. She sits on the guardrail, her legs swinging idly, as if she's waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgets restlessly, as if she were waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling, looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You finally come." Giving a familiar wave and smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she heads towards me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come. The reality before my eyes does not change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run. I run with all my strength, but with no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blasted the passerby, running full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out, but still I run. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I look behind me. That girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and I keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down, my arms feel heavy, my legs feel like they're going to tear off, but despite that, I'm running with all my strength and yet I can't get away with someone just walking after me. My breathing is out of control. I think I've already run several kilometers. But even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I Can't stop laughing, but even so I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I am the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know it as a fact that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Ah! Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forward, not because I trip, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why the girl I killed is still alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school, smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her, so... Oh, is the chase over already? Light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello, you really gave me some trouble yesterday. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away. Thinking that, I retreat only to hit my head against a concrete wall. Chase is already over, right? This is a dead end after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along and interfering. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look at my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then. I finally found you. She takes another step into the alley. You? What? I definitely... Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive. That's true, but there's no need for you to be so surprised. I just revived, that's all. With that curt response, she takes another step, the sound of it reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her phrase back to her. Revived? You mean some doctor saved her from some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive being cut apart like that. Yeah, then again, I'm not human. Huh? Her words are so simple, there's no way I could have misinterpreted them. I'm not human. That's what the girl in front of me said. You're not human? Geez, isn't that kind of obvious? Do you think there's a human out there who can revive after being cut into pieces? There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed? Something that death is irrelevant to? Something that quickly returns to normal and starts moving after being cut into pieces isn't something you can call human. No way. That seems to be the girl right before my very eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the hell is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in the story that aren't funny. Because definitely, she's not human. It explains why she's alive even after I've killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human, so what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off of human blood. Ah, good. Vampire is something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. I've heard vampires can't walk around during the daytime, but I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So what does this monster want from me? For some reason, she recoils as if surprised. After a moment, she puts her hand on her hips and looks at me irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Felix. Even though you don't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You got to be pretty used to this to ask me what I want with you now. She looks more disgusted than angry, but right now that's how I feel too, because someone I've killed is complaining to me about killing her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? Reflecting on how unlucky this is, even for me. Sheesh. Is that your wife? Yeah, bro, she's right there and she's still alive. I have the worst luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason. I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after that, so I calmed down, thinking it was just a dream, but it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out the person I've killed isn't even human. I can't help but laugh, but it's not all bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but she's still alive, and that's something I should honestly be happy about. Yeah. With this, I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life, just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, I've calmed down. If you got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of things to say to you, but you're weird. I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I've built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think it's much of a help in this case, though. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the common laws of the world. Then she should be trying to kill me, but what are you staring at? You're here to get revenge, right? Then, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way. She stares at me head on. So, are you sorry? What? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she says so out of place. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry, me? Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that. This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind. Hey, you have to give an answer when people ask you seriously, you know. Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry. She's angry. Am I sorry, she asks. That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason. I did kill her just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone, but more importantly, the person I killed was you, and so... It's a lie. That it's alright if she's alive. It's a fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation, the greatest violence possible. So, you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head mumbling, like I'm confessing to someone. I see. You're not a bad person. She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. I've decided. I'm gonna make you help me. Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey, what do you mean by helping you? It's simple. I'm gonna get you to help me deal with the vampire which took root in this town. Hold on, I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a... Oh, no. I'm a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? And you should know about the murders that's been occurring lately, right? Yeah, quite a few people have been killed here already. Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that. Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one is going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it for them. Wait, but vampires don't exist. She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. I don't really understand what you're trying to say, as though you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right? That's right, but before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. I see. She must be me. That's right. So I was fully recovered like this. I was really planning to kill you, you know. That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. It took about 80% of my power to fully recover. More importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful, I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like, experiencing that over and over for a whole night? I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know. So full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire. The very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you. I don't get it. If you hated me so much, why are you forgiving me? Let's see. To put it simply, I calmed down after a while. I already used up a lot of power, and I thought that it'd be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you. Hold on. You just said something really bad for me. Huh? Did I say something like that? You said you were going to use me as a shield? Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You have to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right? Well, even if you ask me. What's with you? I can't tell when you're being sincere and when you're not. Let me repeat that again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes up a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I'd never seen before. I couldn't heal the wound, so I had no choice but to remake my body parts. That's why it took so much energy to revive. She looks angry. Seems like she's recalling a forgotten anger while she talks. Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I'm weak right now. I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights, but if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why, for now, I'll have you be my shield. You'll have me do it? What are you doing, deciding everything by yourself? What? This is all your fault to begin with, so isn't that much to be expected? Or are you not sorry after all? She looked straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes like that when she claims she's a vampire. I'm, stuck for an answer. I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd is there in the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley and I finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. A crow, to be precise. A blue crow. That inauspicious thing I saw 2 nights ago. Oh man, the girl murmurs. The girl just stares at us. Geez, thanks to your slowness, you found us. The girl looks to the entrance of the alley. Found us? Who? Cast my gaze towards the alley entrance, then take a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog had appeared in the narrow path running into the alley. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like a steel frame. That form, far removed from a human, is one made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans would become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its disheartening superior athletic ability. A black dog? It starts to shake. The black dog is looking in our direction. It isn't small like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman. It just stands there, menacing us. You're almost there, man. The girl says nothing but looks at the dog with the disinterested eyes. Then, suddenly the black dog jumps. No, it's running, but with a speed that makes it look like it's jumping. Oh, give me 20. Jesus. I can't do anything. Beast mode. What if I do 5 in a row right now before you increase the price? I don't even want to think about that. I'm not going to increase the price, by the way. The black dog jumps straight for my throat. I can see it. I can see its black body moving towards me, but I don't even have time to think about dodging it. Thud. Feel a shock on my body. I was hit hard from the side. I'm past. How did Arcrid come back? She just came back. She's like, I was walking to school and she was waiting by the front entrance, and then we ran away because we were scared because the lady we murdered yesterday was chasing us. And then we got cornered into a back alley, and she's like, yeah, it sucks you killed me, but like, if you're sorry, it's fine. You just have to do something for me. It's not the black dog. It seems the girl pushed me before it could crush my throat. With an easy movement, like something throwing a ball, she hurls me into the wall using just one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall in my rear. What in the world are you doing? Never mind that, keep your eyes in front, the girl yells. I look, having lost sight of me, its target, the black dog bounds towards the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. It's too fast, I can't react. The black dog opens its mouth, filled with teeth and saliva. This time it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat, but in that instant the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. Eh? It's impossible. The black dog lets out a scream and leaps straight up. There's nothing there, but nonetheless it flies high into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back down onto the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that? Geez, you made me waste more of my energy. The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower. That's quite a mongrel of a familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout. The black dog liquefies into some kind of tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete. And melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way chaos would be in a place like this. Heaving a long sigh, she approaches me. Oh, you don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem. She's mumbling something. My throat. I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing? The familiar of an enemy vampire. We were discovered because you weren't being clear. Discovered. You mean by that enemy vampire you mentioned? Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really need you as a shield now. She says it so casually and with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot. You saw me. What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself. Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I'm really empty now. What? What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still, I can't do it. I can't. I don't have the power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield. Liar. You killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that? That's something I don't even understand myself. No. Look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you. Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep. That's it. You can't do that much without any problems, right? That's... She looked straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. Why doesn't she just kill you? If some chick had killed me, I would revive myself and blow shit smooth off. Well, she said she was, but she said like she was really upset and really angry, and she had to make her body whole new again, because since he cut her into 17 pieces, she couldn't reattach her parts all together. It took up a lot of energy, but after she spent so long waiting for me to get to school, she just stopped getting upset about it. Also, why do you have to tag 18 mature content? Who are you grooming? Well, it's just because the game is mature. cooperate. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her after all. It's my fault she's weak and she has to ask others for help. It is my responsibility. Besides, although I've only known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person. So, how about it? Can't a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me? Well, that would be the obvious answer, but... Oh, don't look at me with those eyes. Why is it... It's making me feel overcome with guilt and unable to refuse. But now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all the responsibility. Man, I just know I'm going to regret this. So yeah, I think I could probably do it. The enemy is the serial killer, right? As a resident of this town, I'd probably be struck with some kind of divine punishment if I refuse to help you. Eh? You mean... I'm not going to be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but... There's something about her deeply shocked expression that's... Wow, are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know. Hey, listen, why are you saying all of this now after you threatened me so much? That's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're gonna cooperate with me, then I should be grateful. With a very happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie there on my rear, up against the wall. Our contract is established. She extends her hand towards me. I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I'm Arkrid. My last name is really long, so just Arkrid is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor-type vampire. How about you? I gave a heavy sigh at her unprecedented introduction. It's a sigh of resignation, evidence I've dealt to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Tono Shiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. Said it before, but I'm really not going to be much use. Grasping her Arkrid's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me, and then offers me her hand again. Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me. Arkrid grins as she extends her left hand. There are all sorts of responsibilities in this world, but this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they've killed. Damn it, this is seriously messed up, but there's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white claiming to be a vampire. This is a pretty nice room. Is a cameo in Miogenics from person who sexually assaulted their own elevator introvert. Christian? Okay, is it from them or is it just a Christian reference? Because that's two different things. Because people have been making fun of Christian for years. Christian is literally in the game. Oh. That's well, I think I'll be taking my wish list off that game now. Well, that's cool. That's an interesting decision, I guess. This is a pretty nice room. I guess I can spend that whatever money I was gonna. Sorry, Ethan and Gila Klein. What? They're in that fucking game, bro. Was he really that desperate for people to be in this game? I have no problem spending the night here. Arkrid looks around the hotel room. I got nothing to say for now. My room has probably already been discovered, so let's head out here for the night. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you. Speaking cheerfully, Arkrid closes the curtains. She also turns off the lights, and the room becomes dark as night. I sigh. What are you thinking, Arkrid? Thinking about all sorts of stuff. No, that's not what I mean. I'm asking why you've rented a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you've rented out the whole top floor. I try to say this, but I stop. Right now my job is to guard this so-called vampire and nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions, so no, forget it. Do whatever you like. You're weird, Cheeky. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. Just don't get you. Arcade lies in the bed, smiling like she's having fun. I'm gonna sleep until the sun sets. You better rest while you have the chance. Vampires don't move around about in the daytime, so be on guard for real during the night. Do you realize you said something that completely contradicts your existence? Well, it's alright for me. I guess it's almost my limit. Good night, Cheeky. Wake me up when the sun sets. Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Arkwood suddenly falls asleep. She's so defenseless. Right now I could run away if I wanted to. She had forced me to come with her after all. I could easily run away now. I don't have that impulse anymore, but I even killed you once, yet how is she able to suddenly fall asleep despite that? I look at Arkwood's face as she sleeps on the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls. Looks like she's breathing, but her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her has stopped. It's so tranquil, even I might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. The kind of defenselessness as if she has absolute trust in me, even though we only just met. She's so stupid. She's so stupidly honest, I might start to worry. But aside from that, this is a turning point. This may very well be the point of no return for Tonoshiki. I did promise after all. No matter what it was I promised, I can't break it. Arkwood is sleeping. Her face is pale white. Oh, this dude blows up. Like that kind of sick person. Arkwood said she was weak. She said she was at her limit just a while ago, so I don't think she's considered what I could do after she went to sleep. The room is quiet. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor. Since she rented out all the whole floor, there's no other guests here. The only sound is Arkwood's breathing. When I see her like this, she really looks nightmarishly beautiful. The white, smooth skin and silky, light blonde hair. The soft lines of her body and those long eyelashes look like swift brushstrokes. Perfect body down to even the small details, that likes of which I've never seen before. No, to be more precise, that kind I would never would I've never seen in my entire life. Vampire or not, Arkwood is a girl. I have to take responsibility for the fact she's so weak now that she falls asleep instantly like she just did. You have to take responsibility for your own deeds. A part of my childhood education makes an appearance in my head. Sensei even told me my eyes are strange, so they would in turn attract strange things. And I should be prepared to take responsibility. At the very least, I should keep my promise and protect her for tonight. White. The kind you see when you wake up. The color that calls some nostalgic memories to mind. A hot summer day, a blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The scenery slowly wavers in the heat. The voice of cicadas. The sound of cicadas. Chirp, 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 chirp. Cicada shells are lying in the clearing. As if the sun is right by my side, the clearing is roasting. Hot midsummer's day. As if the entire world became a frying pan. Wow. Akiha is crying. Akiha, who would always obediently stay close behind me, is brimming forth with tears. Child lies collapsed at her feet, soaked in blood, killed. The corpse of a child about my age. A cast-off cicada shell. My two hands are red with the blood of that collapsed child. Shiki! The adults are coming. The fallen child is still dead. The adults are yelling. Did you kill him? That dream. Dream I had forgotten even in my dreams. I feel like I remember. Shiki. Hey, wake up. The sun's already set. Someone is shaking me. A somewhat unfamiliar voice and the touch of cold hand on my shoulder. Huh? Arkwood is standing right in front of me. He's already woken up and it's pitch black outside. Glance at the clock. It says it's already 8. Eh? It's not eh. I told you to wake me up when the sun went down. And you go and fall asleep? Crap. Sorry, I was feeling out of it. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but I'm sure it was while I was staring at Arkwright's sleeping face. Jeez. Who used her qualification as a bodyguard like that? If the enemy had attacked while we were both sleeping, we could have both died, you know. I said I'm sorry. Besides, you said it was safe during the daytime. I can't say that for sure. Familiars like that, like the one we saw this morning, could have come for us. Arkwright was angry. Well, she's got the right to be. I've had no right to talk when I, the bodyguard, dozed off while she was sleeping. And besides, I'm a vampire, you know. I can just sleep there without feeling any danger. I don't want you to be afraid for no reason, but it'd be nice if you were at least tense enough not to sleep. Take that back. Arkwright doesn't seem to care that I didn't do my job as a bodyguard. She just doesn't seem to like the fact I fell asleep. I can move my body a little better and wake up, only to find you sleeping there happily. You look so vulnerable, I was seriously starting to feel uneasy that I might not have the dignity befitting a vampire. Well, I don't think she has much dignity. You're just as vulnerable yourself. I killed you once before, remember? You can't guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Erica gives a surprised look as if she only just realized it. Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. Guess I just completely confidence in you since we spoke in the alley. Well, saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her. Okay, since you trust me so much, I'll try my best. So should I just keep watch from now on? Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. Can't leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes up to this floor. Be on guard, huh? Be on guard is going to do me no good if one of those black dogs from this morning comes for us. I let out a sigh. As expected, this is too heavy a role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out? I don't think so. It was probably just for surveillance. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking, and it seems my presence was revealed as a result. Revealed? To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in the perfect condition, it would actually save me some time. But right now, it's the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'd be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this for now until my power returns. Arkwright's enemy. In other words, a serial killer who's been causing the stir in this town. A vampire. Arkwright. I want to ask you something. Will you answer my question? I don't mind talking, but why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet. So what's your ultimate objective here? Me? I'm here to hunt down the vampire. Killing vampires is my duty. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that before, but you're a vampire, right? What? You still don't believe me? No, don't worry. I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why you, a vampire, claim to be doing something as odd as killing other vampires. Are you a virgin? Are you asking me or the character? Shiki's probably a virgin. I don't see why he wouldn't be. Oh? You don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other? The act of killing doesn't exactly make my list of favorite things, but she is right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not other vampires. Drinking blood and killing are different things. Well, even so, I know what you're trying to say. Okay, it was just funny when a guy says, "Can I ask you something?" It's like, "Are you a virgin?" Oh, that's okay. That's pretty good. That's good. That's funny. Wow. But vampires can be of the same species and still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call camaraderie. Then you're saying something makes you different from the vampires you're hunting? That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire, just like the stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. He kills humans by draining their blood and turning them into dead. Jesus. That scared me. Then uses them to increase his power and influence. That's the sort of vampire I hunt. The one lurking in this town is that sort of old-style vampire. That sort of vampire? Seems like there's different types. Don't tell me you want me to be your shield so you can get this guy. Yeah, that was sort of my original intent. But after talking to you, I've changed my mind. You see, at first I thought you were someone from the church. So I thought you might have some information about the about the location of the enemy, but you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of the enemy's coffin. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no way they'd send an exorcist to a Far East secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this. Accurate thinks aloud. The conversation derails and I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow you at all, Arkud. Hold on for a moment. Let's see, how should I explain this? With that, Arkud's gaze begins drifting. She doesn't seem used to holding a conversation. Don't worry about it and just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things. Really? Thanks, Shiki. You don't have to thank me, just keep talking. Arkud nods obediently. Basically, the vampire currently in this town is an old-style vampire. He himself reigns as the Lord and releases the dead he made into the city. By doing so, he increases his power bit by bit. He's a typical vampire in that he drains the blood of humans. Those humans become vampires themselves. He's not very powerful right now as he doesn't have many dead serving him, but as the victims increase, so does his power. It'd be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find it, but I don't have any clues whatsoever, so I had no choice but to walk around town during the day to investigate. But then, I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, so I'm temporarily weaker than the enemy vampire. Arkud shoots me a cold look. I guess she wants to say something like say something to the passing killer. I see. I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in this town, and you're here to eliminate them. Since you didn't know where they were, you went looking for them, and that's when I killed you. So now you're weakened and holding out while you recover, is that about right? To put it simply, I think so. Then, next is the main topic. You casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not human, that much I can see, but I don't get the feeling you're a vampire either. That's true, I'm a little different from the type of vampire you would know about. Indeed, I hadn't considered that vampires even existed at all, let alone a vampire like you. So it makes you different, Arkud thinks. Yes, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Alright. Then, the first period's lesson will be Vampires 101. Okay, but what's with Vampires 101? You're an amateur at this, so we have to start with the basics, right? That's why I'm going to start teaching from the very beginning. Okay, whatever. Just keep it short. Well, I'll try my best. It really does seem like she's not used to talking. Well, we've got lots of time for now, so I guess I'll listen to Arkud without complaint. Although we're typically called simply vampires, we're divided into two main categories. Those who were vampires from the start and those who become vampires. The former are called true ancestors, and the latter are called dead apostles. The one you call vampires are dead apostles. They drain the blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They're weak against sunlight, and you can vanquish them with a baptism ritual. Our enemy is one of those dead apostles. It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. She's not wrong considering the situation I'm in now. So you're saying these dead apostles aren't vampires from the start? What do you mean by that? Dead apostles were once humans. They retained immortality through magic or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Either way, the one that becomes vampires becomes immortal, even though it's imperfect immorality. Those who were vampires from the beginning and humans who became vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction to all of this. It feels like some important fundamental is missing somewhere in this theory. Hey Shiki, how much do you know about vampire folklore? Let's see, just the usual stuff. They suck the blood of virgins, they can bind people just by looking at them, they can turn into mist and wolves, just the usual stuff you hear about. Yeah, that's pretty much all true. They drain the blood of virgins because one's blood cells are more pure before one has exchanged bodily fluids with others. That makes virgins most suitable for repairing the vampire's own degenerating genes. The dead apostles, the one who become vampires, have imperfect immortality, sorry. Since they became immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently or they'll disappear. All living creatures need nutrients to be able to move, right? It's the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in the nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they need it to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their originally human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different. When they become vampires, they begin to degenerate at an incredible rate. To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic information and stabilize their own bodies. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's the minimum requirement for them to continue to exist. It sounds complex and long. Tales beyond the fuck, por favor. Let me see. I'm waiting for that one other guy's games to go on sale, the Fears to Fathom. I'll pick one of those up whenever they go on sale again, because his games are good. I'm missing two of them. Carson House and Woodbury Getaway. I'll put them on my wish list. When those go on sale, I'll play them next, and then I'll go back to Tales Beyond the Tomb. Anyways, back to Tsukihime. So moving on, the ability to bind someone with just a look is a type of mystic eyes. Eyes and words are both common types of magic circuits, so there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We usually possess the mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them, rather we enchant those who look into our eyes. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts, but the mystic eyes of a dead apostle doesn't have that much power. What you call turning into mist is really just a spare body and controlling it via the will. Once the part serves its purpose, you cut the flow of magical energy to the offshoot, oh my goodness, and naturally it returns to dust. Wolves and other animal transformations are a byproduct of vampires repairing its damaged body from its familiars. For a vampire living a long time, stabilizing their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing beasts, so they surpass the human species in this respect. Vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. They say he contains 666 beasts within his bodies, or something like that anyway. I think Arca's getting a little too wrapped up in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. That's just an explanation of the very basics, but now you know what a vampire is. Well, I suppose. The reality of Arca being a vampire begins to feel harder and harder to accept. Now it's my turn. Actually, there's something important I forgot to ask you too. What? You're not gonna learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire or anything, just an ordinary student. Let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? Huh? I'm asking about the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and kabla, so those don't work on me. One of the things I'm not resistant against is magic. I've yet to experience, which is probably limited to the ancient Shinto in this country and the treasures of South America. No, not even those could kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki. What kind of occult artifact did you use to incapacitate me to that degree? occult artifact? What's that? A catalyst which stores ideas and history. Geez, you've got sacred treasures in this country too, don't you? They're usually something like staves and swords, jewels and masks, conceptual weapons that can be used against nature itself. Come on, Shiki. Are you sure not someone from those fields? What field? I told you, I'm just a student. I don't know anything. That's a lie. There's no way a human who's not even a magus can hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Arthur gives me an angry cat-like stare. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding anything. Oh, wait. Actually, there's one thing. I'm not sure whether it's relevant, but Arcrid is staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to keep quiet about it. I ought to tell you, but how should I put this? I can see these lines that can be used to cut things. Yeah? Oh, she's stunned. She should be. Normally, I don't think anyone would believe a story like this. What do you mean? Arcrid asks in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I should have known she would defy my expectations in a good way. I mean, I see these lines where things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line, and I can cut in things clean when I let anything sharp through it. Does that mean anything to you? It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I cut it anywhere I like. I can only cut things where I can see the lines, and when I cut you, well, you can cut a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Arcad's eyes are serious as she glances at me. Those wild eyes that I've only seen once before. A gaze that could stop my breathing. I see. I thought the mystic eyes of death perception only existed in fairy tales. But I guess there's someone who can use them. A mutated monster like you. What? I don't think a vampire can call me a monster. A monster is a monster. There isn't anyone, even amongst us, with mystic eyes that can see the death of things. See the death of things. Arcrid nods in affirmation with an inimical gaze. A circuit must have opened your eyes, Shiki. In your eyes. Were you born with eyes like that? No. They became like this a long time ago, but I wasn't born with them. Then you must have had at least one near-death experience at some point, right? Well, it's true. 8 years ago, I got into an accident where I almost died. Just as I suspected. You have the latent ability, but that must have been the trigger. The mystic eyes of death perception, huh? Yes, with those, you could definitely kill even me. With a small sigh, Arcrid's eyes return to normal. Arcrid, do you know something about these lines? Not to the extent you would, but I do have some information. What you see is the end of all things, the point where things die easily. To put it simply, the time of death for everything in existence, that is death itself. I remember now, that time, when Sensei gave me these glasses, she told me something similar to what Arcrid said. But there's a subtle difference to what Sensei said and what Arcrid said. What I'm seeing are only lines, and not something as disturbing as death. What are you saying? What I see are just the lines where things can be cut. I'm telling you, those lines are the death of the object. Listen, Shiki, everything in existence has an end. There are differences to when, but it's an end nonetheless. Death does not arrive. It is already contained within the object at its creation, and it's bound to happen someday. That is what is called the principle of causality. You've heard of that before, right? As long as something has an origin, it must end. When it will end is determined from its beginning. That its so-called time of death. So, as it already exists from the beginning, it's not impossible for one to see it with their eyes, given that they can comprehend the concept of a time of death, and they have the appropriate circuit in their brain and eyes. That's the truth behind those lines, you see. This is nothing more than the general concept, but if I were to theorize, I would say that they are the weakest parts of the joints between the molecules in something, or perhaps a pre-designated switch within the genetic makeup that activates the death of that object. But that doesn't really make sense. I can't see them, so I can't say for sure, but the lines aren't all you can see, are they? Would think there would be points more than lines. That's right. When I first saw Arcrid, when I wasn't myself, when I took off my glasses, I could see the usual scribbles and black points where the scribbles seemed to flow from. There were... It only happened that one time, but definitely, I saw black points. There were several on your body, and black lines flowed between them, joining them up. If I had to make an analogy, I'd say they were like blood vessels. I see. The lines where things die easily in death itself, huh? I'm surprised you've stayed alive until now like this. You must have a very tranquil heart, Shiki. Arkwood says this philosophically. In my own way, I understand what she is saying, but I don't want to believe any of it. What? There's no way that sort of thing exists, let alone me being able to see it. Well, you are seeing it. Usually when you cut a living being's neck, they die. This means it stops because you've cut it. Conversely, you can say that if you can't cut something's neck, it won't die. This is about me, so consider it an exception. But in your case, you can ignore the cause. Even against that which is immune to all external effects, you kill first. What is killed then becomes dead. It's not that it's stopped because you cut it, but in your case, you stop the object, and as a result, it is cut. See? What else can I call you but a monster? You may just call them lines along which something can be cut, but those eyes are more special than those possessed by any other user of supernatural power in history. You, Shiki, have the eyes that can kill anything, just like death itself. I'm at a loss for words. If that's really what I see, just like Arkwood is saying, those black lines really are the time of death for all things, then everything around me is filled with death. So what? If it's all as you say, I should be able to kill even you. Really? Let's try it. Arkwood opens the curtains. The lights are off. The only illumination is the faint moonlight coming in through the window. Come on, it's alright. Try it, seriously. Oh wait, could it be you can't see them without the glasses on? Are you sure about this? Take my glasses off. I'll need to see the lines, of course. At the same time, the room begins to writhe with the black lines. Outside the window, the moon is white. They're difficult to see in the daytime due to the strong sunlight, but under the faint moonlight, I can even see the glow coming from the lines. Amidst them, the lines in Arkwood's body are very thin. If I don't concentrate, I lose sight of them altogether. If I hadn't been killed by you, I don't think you'd be able to see any at all, but right now you can probably see them. You see, although I have no time to death, during the night, some do appear during the day. You could kill me because it's during daytime, but you can see my time of death during nighttime now, because I've used up a lot of energy to regenerate myself. In other words, I've lost my immortality. So you can cut the lines on my body, Shiki. Let's see. I think I probably could since the lines are there, but I don't think I could do it so briskly without hesitation like that time before. I think it'd be hard. The lines keep fading in and out, so I probably couldn't do it unless you're sleeping. You can't, right? That's your biggest weak point. No matter how many deaths you see, you need to trace a line within your own hands. No matter how weak I am right now, my athletic ability isn't so low that I'd be caught by you. I see. Come to think of it, I can't catch agile animals. That means I can't touch their bodies. In other words, even if I can see its lines, I can't kill anything that moves. Ow! I feel a stab of pain running through my head. Looking at the lines gives me a headache, just like it did when I was a child. I put on my glasses and the world returns to normal. Arkwood is staring intently at me. What? Is there something else? No, that's not it. You can't see the lines if you put those glasses on. Yeah. I got them from someone a long time ago when my eyes first became like this. I'm only using the lenses now, but thanks to them, I can lead a normal life. Yes, I see. No matter how strong a mind you had, your only choices when faced with death all the time would be to put out your eyes or go mad. Saying that, Arkwood comes closer. Hey, can I take a look at them? No. These are important to me. I'm not handing them over to you. Come on, I'm not going to break them. I'm just going to look at them. Arkwood creeps closer. I get the feeling she wouldn't be adverse to getting them by force. Fine, just for a little bit. Arkwood doesn't look like she's going to give up. Fine. Give them back as soon as you're done looking. I Hand her my glasses. Arkrid stares intently at the glasses and looks at me with frightening eyes. Shiki, is the person who made these glasses in the city right now? I don't think she is. It's been 8 years, and it seems like she was only here for a week. I see. That's good. I don't have to deal with more... Well, it's probably not safer to deal with blue in the first place anyways. Arkrid retreats to her thoughts. Arkrid, Sensei, the person who made these glasses? I know her. Sorceress. She's one of only 4 of her kind. These glasses are truly a masterpiece. Even I can't break them. Arkrid's face grows even more serious. Wait, you're going to break them? Yeah? Did I say that part out loud? I knew it. You're going to break them after all. I retrieved the glasses from Arkrid. Jeez. You're the one who said I couldn't stay sane without these glasses, or did you want me to go crazy? That's not what I meant. I just don't like how you treasured them so much. Hey, listen, you. Jeez, somebody please tell me how a mind like her works. It's true my memories of Sensei are precious to me, but more importantly, I can't live without them. Even when I were to see the lines 24 hours a day, I think I'd die from a headache before I went mad. I suppose there must be straining your brain from being able to see death. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of reason for those eyes of yours. But this is all I can tell you for now. If we get the chance later, I'll go over it in a little more detail. That's alright. I'm not into long stories anyway. Is that so? Personally, I enjoy talking to other people. Arkrid gives a carefree laugh. It really does seem like she enjoys doing nothing more than talking. Night descends. Arkrid sits on the bed and we both stare absent-mindedly at the clock. It's past 4 in the morning. About an hour until dawn. Just one more hour? Nothing out of the ordinary has happened up until now, and Arkrid shows no signs of tension. We're surrounded by complete tranquility. Somehow... What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Hello. Hello. I have the kitty cat. Kitty cat on my lap. Hey, Shiki. Arkrid calls me again. What? I don't have anything else to talk about. Really? It's such a waste not to talk now that we're in a situation like this. Listen, how many hours do you think I've had to put up with your nonsense talking? 6 hours. That's making me more tired than keeping watch. Arkrid gives a dissatisfied glare. That's right. For some reason, Arkrid has been talking to me for 6 hours straight. I told her she should sleep if she's feeling weak, but she replied with, "It's more fun to talk," so in the end we ended up facing each other and talking the whole time. I just don't know what she's thinking. Top things off, I'm hungry. Come to think of it, my last meal is breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything for a whole day. Oof, okay, 1 second. I gotta put Ezra to bed. Gotta put Ezra to bed, because he's being a little guy. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Why don't you eat something if you're hungry? We're in a fancy hotel after all, so you can call room service. That's okay. I lose my sense of tension if I fill my stomach now. More importantly, shouldn't you be getting something to eat? You're weakened, but you aren't sleeping, so you should at least get something to eat. If you're not going to eat, then neither am I. Normal food is meaningful in its own way, but it's born to eat by myself. Normal food? So I'm not sure my Spotify is open. There's nothing normal or special about... Ah, wait. Margaret is a vampire. I suppose to her, food just means drinking someone's blood. Or is there... I guess being a vampire, you wouldn't usually consume much except blood. She doesn't look like it, but Arkwood is a vampire. She says vampires need the blood of humans to survive. Then just how many people has she drained the blood of? And how many people has she killed before? I just take a quick glance at her face. I can't imagine. Even though I know she's a vampire for some reason, I can't imagine her sucking anyone's blood. What? Is there something on my face? She meets my gaze and I quickly look away. Arkwood continues to stare at me and he gives a laugh of comprehension. Are you curious? About what? About how many people I've sucked blood from? She's completely read my mind. Arkwood's smile grows even wider and I don't like it. Well, of course I'm curious. I am helping you, so if I don't know, I won't have any idea about when you might have a change of heart or try to attack me. That would really be a problem. I see, I see. Well then, here's a question. How many people's blood have I sucked so far? She bounces lightly up from the bed and walks to the window. How many people? That's... Arkwood gives a cheerful smile and suddenly looks in my direction with an air of delight. Damn it, it's obvious she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll answer. Let's see, it has to be... in the hundreds? Sorry, you're off. And in thousands? Nope, that's wrong too. Arkwood laughs like it's so funny. Somehow this feels really frustrating. Damn. Then, well, I know that's the case, but in the tens? That's wrong too. Oh, really? Tens, hundreds, thousands? You see me as that sort of person? That's so mean. That makes me indiscriminate. Am I wrong? Vampires are indiscriminate, aren't they? Even humans get hungry merely by being alive, and when it's a matter of life and death for you, you wouldn't get picky either. Yes, that's true, but... I haven't tasted blood these last 800 years. Nor have I ever killed an ordinary human. Yeah? Wait, is that true? It's the truth. After all, I'm afraid of sucking blood. Huh? Afraid of sucking blood? You gotta be kidding, right? A vampire that's afraid of sucking blood? Why? I suppose I'm a coward. That's why I'm a failure as a vampire. Arkwood grumbles as she looks up at the night sky from the window. She stays like that for a long time, continuing to look up at the night sky. Her white back looks vague, hazed over as if she's merely an illusion. I see. A failure. I whisper and I feel relieved. Somehow that makes me feel happy. Of course, it's only natural to be relieved, because now I know the person that's standing before me isn't some kind of vicious evil being. For now, if I were to believe what she says, I won't just be killed by her at random. So I'm safe. I'm safe, but I feel like that's like the only reason I'm relieved. Damn it, what's wrong with me? Being relieved over something like this, how can I be happy over something like Arkwood being a failure? Ah. Suddenly I feel faint dizziness. Shiki? What's wrong? You're sweating an awful lot. No, it's just a twinge of pain in my head. I realize something with a shock as I reply to Arkwood. The window behind Arkwood, beyond the glass within the city streets, still sunken in the darkness of night. A blue crow is looking in my direction. I can do no more than stare at its dim figure through the window. Arkwood turns towards the window too. Nervican, sir? Indeed. I have finally found you, princess of the true ancestors. From somewhere, a force of will flows into the room. Arkwood's eyes are full of enmity. Outside the window, the crow gives a loud, high-pitched scream. This is it. I'm heading there right now. The blue crow flies off. All that remains is the dark of night and the white moon. Suddenly, boom! With a heavy noise, the room shakes violently. No, to be more precise, the entire hotel shook from the impact. What the hell? I get it from the bed. Arcrid is silent, biting her lip with a vexed expression. Arcrid, that's shaking just now. She doesn't answer. Say something. That was an earthquake, wasn't it? If I had to guess, it felt more like someone had driven a large dump truck into the hotel lobby at full speed. It was that kind of impact. Arcrid! She doesn't seem to answer. If I listen closely, I can hear noises from downstairs. Arcrid's face is grave. She said she was powerless right now. That's probably why she's not saying anything. Only time passes by. 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes after the impact, but the hotel is awfully quiet. Arcrid remains silent and still, just biting her lip as if withstanding something. I can see a trail of red blood slowly flowing down from her lip. Arcrid. Is she worried? Frustrated? She remains still, almost as if she's embracing herself, bearing something. She said she wouldn't leave the room. Then, what am I here for? Ooh. So long as Arcrid's unable to move, blindly going outside would be dangerous. Gripping the knife with one hand, I hold my breath. Arcrid is silent too. She looks like she's being careful of what's around her. The floor below is being noisy. Perhaps the shock woke up the guests and they're complaining to the hotel people. It's still 4 in the morning, but even so, the noise is as loud as that of a festival. Even that falls silent a few minutes later. The noise disappears. Sickening silence. The lights go out. At the same time, the sound of countless things hitting the floor. Are you prepared, Shiki? Arcrid whispers in the dark. Prepared for what? I don't have to ask her. Remaining here was a mistake. That question was also a mistake. I turned towards the door with the sound of it breaking. No sound escaped from my mouth. As I turn around, bright white teeth fill my vision. Like a giant maw capable of consuming me whole, somehow I'm able to calmly tell it's the jaws of a shark. Fresh blood spills everywhere. With a thump, what remains of my body falls to the floor. What falls is my head. Everything below my face has been consumed in one bite. That is the last scene I ever see. Damn! I'm dead. I had to go outside. Bonjour. This corner is the unlucky Tono-kun ended up in dead end again. It is time for Teach Me CL Sensei. Now we will start second period. This time we will present the first Shakes and Shivers Animal Land from a series that gives a detailed observation of wild animals. Sensei, I have a question before that. That name sounds really stupid. In Japanese, you can read your name as Shiel. Question denied. Now then, Tono-kun. I think it's good to be prudent this time, but it seems to have backfired. Basically, you're a hero, so a little recklessness will be forgiven. They'll be forgiven, but in the case of an absurd animal like a shark, I guess you couldn't do much. You'll just have to abandon Arcrid this time around. Hey, I don't want to hear that from Shiel. Abandon her. Yeah, no violence. Anyhow, you just prepare yourself to explore the hotel alone. Inside, you'll find a whole animal kingdom. As the representative of primates, let me show the beasts what we got. Wow. Well, at least this is nice. I can just speedrun back to the hotel. Did you get game over? I sure enough did. I don't know I could fail either. Um... Okay, so this is where I died. I did this one. So I gotta go outside and check. Alright. I've decided what to do from the very beginning. Taking the knife out of my pocket, I walk up to the door. Cheeky? I'm gonna go check things out. Don't leave this room until I come back. I step out into the hallway, shaking off Arcrid's look that she wants to say something. No one is in the hallway. I couldn't hear from the inside, but the hallway is noisy. It's not that this floor is noisy, rather the noise coming from beneath my feet. Some kind of ruckus on the floor below. I can hear the noises of many people talking. I suppose the impact just woke the guests and they're complaining to the hotel. Doesn't look strange so far. I walk down the hallway. The noise coming from downstairs is just like the sound of ocean waves. Noisy, and yet so very solitary and inactive. My fingers gripping the knife feel numb. A chill runs over the back of my neck. There's something near my temple. Pain emerges from the back of my eyes, and during it I walk down the hallway. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My head grows heavy and I feel a drifting sensation like I'm about to collapse right here. Yeah, I know what this is. Without a doubt, this is the feeling I get right before I collapse from anemia. It hurts. It hurts. Unable to withstand it any longer, I move my glasses. I can see the elevator. A long hallway. It must be more than 10 meters from here to the elevator. And then, with a ding-dong, the elevator comes up to the 11th floor. I can see the lines on the elevator door. No, they're too dense. They almost look pitch black. The door opens. The small steel box opens. Inside that box, crammed to the point of overflowing, is human flesh. Inside that steel box called an elevator, the red meat of humans is ground and pushed in. Inside, two black dogs are voraciously feasting away on something. Whoa. I stop breathing. Like my brain was just froze. My lungs stop as well. I can't breathe. But that isn't important. My vision turns crimson. With a bubbling sound, blood pours out of the elevator. Amidst the ocean of blood, people, arms, feet, bones, brains, fingers, organs, and other parts. The two black dogs are the only form of life. My very instincts refuse to take in the scene. Down the hallway, two black dogs are picking at the human corpses. If I listen carefully, I can still hear sounds coming from downstairs. If I listen carefully, they are the sounds of gorging, the chewing of meat, cries for help, and the death screams of people which can't even be called words anymore. What is this? There's no way I can see it. Before my eyes is the image of dozens of beasts eating the people in this hotel alive. A man running down the hallway trying to escape, but the panther-like claws descending from the ceiling slice him open from his nose to the back of his head. A girl locking herself in the room and crying, but to the lions, a door is no stronger than paper, and within seconds they demolish it into an unrecognizable shape. Striving madly to be the first ones there, people dashing for the elevator, but within it, the black dogs waiting to inside decapitate them the instant the doors open. At any rate, this is no exception. Beneath my feet, within this huge box called the hotel, is a scene from hell. I can feel down to my very bones. I feel like throwing up, but I can't do that. If I just stand there and do that, I'll become part of that Red Sea. I resume my breathing. I grit my teeth hard. The dogs inside the elevator notice me. All sounds from below have ceased. In other words, there's no longer anyone alive. Two black dogs begin to run, of course, towards me, the last prey. The black dog is coming for me. On their bodies I can see the infinite number of lines, and on their foreheads the point of death. But even so, my paralyzed mind does not order my body to fight or run. First black dog leaps. Its speed belies all human comparison. It doesn't even take 2 seconds to cover the 10 meters down the hallway. They open their mouths. Mouths filled with fangs so many times sharper than the knife I have, and they're aimed straight at my throat. Accurate and fast. The instant I realize they're drawing upon me, the fangs bite in my throat with a crunch. I die. That's not right. I can't be killed by something like this, and I refuse to die. The deaths of others were not causing me to hesitate. A hot summer's day happened so long ago, 8 years ago. I've seen something even more terrible. Thrust. I thrust my knife into the forehead of the black dog, biting into my neck. My arm moved just before the black dog ripped through my throat. It was done so perfectly, even for myself. Like a machine whose sole function is to cut, I plunged the knife into the dog's forehead without any useless and wasted movement, because that is where the first dog's point was. Normally, even if the brain is destroyed, the muscles try to execute the commands they've received from the brain. The black dog would probably rip through my throat, even if I had simply pierced its head. Well, normally that would happen, but the black dog is dead. Death is a complete stoppage. At the point when I killed it, I lost every form of validity. The first dog falls onto the ground. In its place, the second dog is flying straight at my face. I thrust the knife right into its open mouth, but that was a mistake. This dog's point is not on its face, but on its chest. Just stabbing in the mouth will not kill it. The knife pierces through the dog's mouth into the back of his head. Naturally, the hand holding the knife still remains in the dog's mouth. The black dog is still alive. Its jaw shuts. The joint between my arms and my hand holding the knife is bitten, about to be ripped apart. Proper thought returns with the pain. You have to be kidding me. It's as if I'm just letting him chew through my arm by stabbing him in the mouth. I try to pull my arm out. The dog's teeth are deep in my arm, doesn't seem like I can pull it off. More importantly, this black dog, despite having been pierced in the head, is still filled with life. Even though I lift it after piercing its head, it shakes and lands on top of me. I fall onto the floor. I say I'm gonna pull my arm out. The black dog, still pierced in the head, applies more power to its bite. My arm is surely gonna be torn off. I can't believe this. No dog ought to be able to bite anything in that state. I feel something wet. I can see blood spilling from the black dog's mouth. Is it the black dog's blood leaking from its knife wound to the head, or is it blood coming from my arm about to be torn off? To be honest, my head is too messed up to be feeling the pain, so it isn't really a big deal which one it is. Let go. I try to wrestle from the black dog, but it's firmly attached to my arm. I can't escape. I can't run away. If I want to escape, I have no choice but to kill it. But how? The hand is biting off is the one holding the knife. I'm on the ground, so even if I did pull my hand out, the very next instant, the black dog's mouth will be freezed to bite through my throat. It's okay. Calm down, Cheeky. First, you have to examine the situation well and think calmly about it. That's the kind of thinking you've always kept. In that case, I can do something. For example, there's plenty of lines on the back of its head. I can see the black point on its chest. The way to survive is awfully simple. But I have my doubts about executing this plan. No matter how savage and evil creature it is, to do something like kill a panting and gasping creature that's alive this close to me is something I'm hesitant to do. Pressure on my arm increases. My entire arm is surely going to be ripped off at this rate. But even so, I just can't seem to do something so cruel. The red blood drips down on my face. Going down to my forehead, it drips down into my eyes. Crimson darkness soaks into the back of my eyes. Red. My consciousness sways, and then it's gone. But even so, I just can't bring myself to kill a living creature. What hypocrisy. I've killed something much bigger than a mere dog. Yes, that's right. That time was different. I wasn't sane when it was Arquid. Even when I killed the other black dog just a moment ago, that was unrelated to my will. But right now, this is very much my own will. Didn't Sensei say, Shiki? Use this power according to your own will, no one else's? That's why, as myself right now, I can never take a life for granted. That, too, is hypocrisy. Because long ago, That's a nightmare from my childhood. See? What are you waiting for? It was a hot summer's day. Killer be killed. Before my eyes, the blood-soaked shadow of a boy. You've already... hot, red blood on my hands. Haven't you killed someone once before? I thrust. I don't pull, but rather thrust deeper into the black dog's head. I can hear its yelping right in front of me. I think the black dog is crying out. With my arm in its mouth, it cannot properly cry, but it's crying anyway. I'm sure that's how much it must hurt. I don't care. I plunge the knife deeper along my arm. Without a sound, the blade of the knife punctures out the black dog's head. It's as if the dog has grown a horn. Having split the skull, I easily slash through its skin. Blood and brains spray out as the knife completely emerges from the back of the head. Also, the hand gripping the knife travels completely through. But even so, the black dog is still alive. Therefore, the only one thing I have to do. I reach around with my other hand. Peeling a knife with my blood-drenched fingers, I grip the knife with my free hand. Just like that, I thrust into the point on the black dog's chest. And with that, the black dog dies. The strength drains from its jaws, and I easily pull my arm back out. Oh, it wasn't torn off at all. I look at my blood-covered arm. There are many teeth marks, but the flesh is almost free of wounds. The blood must have been from the black dog when I impaled it through the head. The pain from when I was being bitten was really quite trivial, but my fear must have amplified it many times over. Lying there on the ground, I look up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The world has become a patchwork here and there, and I can see the black points of death. My body is freezing, but my mind is burning feverishly. Right beside me lay the corpses of 2 black dogs. One of my arms is covered in blood, the other clutches the red knife. Also, there are quite an uncountable number of dead bodies downstairs. All I can do is laugh, because this isn't real. There's no way this can be real. At what point did I, with my eyes wide open, start seeing a nightmare? Ding dong. Terribly out of place, cheerful sound rings out. Damn it, what's with this headache? I stand up, enduring the razor-like pain in my head. Elevator? It seems like the sound of the other elevators coming up. The door opens. Inside stands a man wearing a black coat. The headache worsens. Yes, I've seen him before. I'm sure I've seen that man before. Silently, he walks towards me. You're riding my knife as I glare at him. He doesn't react to me at all as he walks towards me. It's as if he doesn't notice me at all. The distance between us shrinks. Just a little more, and there's barely 1 meter between us. The man finally seems to notice me. Those bloodshot eyes. The instant I see those eyes, which no human should possess, I lose all freedom to move my body. I thought I killed everyone, but it seems like there's still someone left. The man turns and looks at the corpses of the 2 black dogs. You pieces of filth. If you can't even take care of scrap of meat, you're unworthy to be part of my body. The man voices his displeasure as he raises his hand. His coat lifts like a mantle, broken. With a splash, the black dogs remains liquefy and disappear into the man's coat. I can't even scream. Below the man's coat is pure darkness, without even traces of an outline. All that exists is a mud-like darkness. This is dangerous. This guy is just too dangerous. My instincts sound like the alarm wildly in my head, but I can't even lift a finger. The man in the black coat approaches me. It's not good if I just stay here. The unstopping headache grows to an unbearable level, telling me this place is dangerous. Whatever the means, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm going to lose my life. But it's too late. The man is right before me. Those eyes aren't looking at me at all. Feed. He raises one of his arms. Below it lies a chaotic darkness. From there, something huge appears. Whomp. The sound of wind. That which has appeared below the man's coat is a crocodile's mouth, easily large enough to swallow a man whole. I'm going to die. Right here, in an instant, crunched up like a ball of paper. Just as I was convinced of this, someone pulls me back. Well, I can't believe it. Instead of me, the jaws of the crocodile clamp onto the stomach of Arkwood, who just pulled me out of the way. Arkwood's face contorts in agony. She draws back before she's completely devoured by the crocodile's maw. The man silently watches Arkwood. Arkwood glares back at him with a pained expression, her midsection stained in red. I can't believe a vampire named Chaos would play such trivial games. It's like a poorly scripted nightmare. Nervin Screw Chaos. Nervin Cursor. I'm gonna call him Chaos. I feel the same way. To catch one of the surviving true ancestors. I never dreamed I'd be part of such a foolish festival. This is a nightmare for me too. The man called Chaos quietly lowers his arm. Okay, now I'm gonna try. Nervincasser. Nervincasser. I'm gonna call him Nervincasser. Nervincuser. Nervincuser. We're gonna call him that. The coat returns to its former position, and the crocodile's mouth disappears underneath. The man only looks at Arkwood. It's as if he's not concerned at all about me, standing behind her with my knife raised. But what is going on? I've heard that the previous executor cannot even scratch you. What kind of mistake is this? Right now your presence is exceedingly weak, even weaker than a mere member of the dead. Were you attacked by the church before I arrived, Arkwood Brunstad? Arkwood says nothing. The man fixes his emotionless stare on her. I don't understand. There are only a limited number of conceptual weapons capable of harming you. The only people in possession of those are the church assassins, and I don't think the burial agency would dispatch anyone this far east. The man narrows his eyes slightly as he turns around. Either way, this is most fortunate for me. I shall not ask why you have been weakened. All I'm going to do is claim your head while I have the chance of winning. I hold up my knife, preparing for his attack, but having openly stated he was going to take her head, the man now disappears towards the elevator. It seems, despite this claim, the man in the black coat is now leaving the hallway for the elevator. Huh? I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. About that man, the two dogs who attacked me, the nightmare-like reality of this attack on this hotel, none of it. Shiki, Margaret leans on me. It's a terrible wound. Her stomach stopped bleeding, her face is scrunched up in pain. It happened mere seconds ago. The wound she got from protecting me from that man. Why did you? Yes, I underestimated him slightly. I thought I could help you and then dodge him, but you did really well, Shiki. Yes, that wound I got from you wasn't so trifling after all. Awkward's face, twisted in pain, turns into a small, joking smile. You can't watch her any longer. The wound she got from protecting me, and the reason she got it was because of me too. There's no place for that stupid smile of hers. Arkwood leans onto me and lightly closes her eyes. Hold on, don't close your eyes, you idiot. Get a hold of yourself. You're a vampire who can't die at night, right? That's true, but it seems like I'm at my limit. What? Sorry, but can you take me back to my room? Arkwood's weight falls on me. Hold on. That's... If she dies, I'll... Hey. I call to Arkwood, who's quietly closed her eyes, and then can hear her happily breathing in her sleep. I shouldn't have bothered worrying. Arkwood is only sleeping. Telling me to take her back to her room like that? How selfish of her. It really was selfish of her, but there's no helping it in this situation. Besides, if we were to stay in this hotel any longer, I have the feeling we'll be in a lot of trouble. This headache won't stop. I guess I have to rest now. Rest too now or I'll faint. Arkwood's room. Oh, that place. I've only been there once, but definitely remember it. In that case, there's no point in staying here any longer. Carrying Arkwood, I decided to quickly leave the hotel. The city is slightly lit up. Fortunately, it's too early in the morning. Anyway, he wakes. I get to Arkwood's room without being seen. I see now, that's how it is. That's when I finally realized why that man left. The streets are beginning to become covered with a faint orange light. I guess dawn is breaking already. And that is where I'll stop it. Made some crazy progress. Got my first death. That was awesome. Well, that was an amazing, awesome, amazing stream. I don't know, W reading, bro. Legit. What an awesome visual novel. I love that game. Oh, but I'm gonna call it there because it's 3:30 in the morning and I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night. I love you. Bye. I love you. Bye. Bye. Streamer. Bye. Bye, streamer. Bye. Just got the rod of Discord. Dude, that's a good one, no? Wait, Google search. Let's see. Oh, it's cool. Well, that's pretty lucky, huh? Okay, good night, guys. Good night. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Good night, good night, good night.